Folks, welcome to Phase Place. I should be invisible. Whirlwind Founders. And first off, we're in the spooky part of town. This is one of the more obscure lots that we typically go to, but I love it because it has this climb up. And so I'll usually see this place and we'll get like a kind of like a really spooky spot, something that feels like really intimidating. In this case, not so much, but it's got a twist. So, we enter the lot here and we go through like one set of fences. It's being put together by both the Gilnean walls plus the Lordaeron fence up top. But then we pan back and like, that's kind of something that I'm seeing right there. It's just all of a sudden like dark portal. Actually, we see another one over there as well. So the notes on the side, it says different use of dark portals. And so I guess we're going to see what sorts of, how we can stretch the imagination and use something that is typically a very intimidating piece. It's a massive, massive structure, and see what they happen to do with it. So let's find out. Now, as far as the outside here, they did just try to dress things up and make things a little bit nice with like some of the greens here. But then, also dark portal. I think we're meant to look at this from like a certain angle. So let's kind of like come out here and, oh, how kind of funny. We see like a sort of like a painting job here with, oh, Jack and Jill. Nice. Very cute. But what we have here, okay, so now here's maybe the intended shot where we have like, I guess like a dragon sort of lizard demon thing is like, trying to crawl out from behind the house or whatnot. And then we have these ruins on the side. So it's almost like we're entering the house again, or entering the yard. But let's check out the side here. We have this rock porch that's been set up, but it almost feels like the dark portal is just kind of like bursting out, but I don't think that's the case. I think they're just kind of like trying to use the dark portal as a building block. That's the game. That's the challenge that they set for themselves. What can I do with dark portals? Let's have some fun with it. And so maybe we'll see how that experiment goes. And then we'll judge them for it. I'm just kidding. Let's see what's behind here, though. I think behind here is, not really intended for view. We just kind of see like the soft underbelly right there. So again, we're kind of intended to like see this from a certain perspective, and we'll roll with that. Yeah, so let's see what's going on inside. All right, so as we come in, I'm gonna kind of come out here and then turn around a bit. We are, I guess we go through like kind of a shroud here as soon as we enter the spot. We're welcomed with a kind of like, it feels like a kind of like a ritual routine where, if I'm the boss, if I'm the owner, I come in, first thing I do, water the plants, just grab some stuff, fill up the watering can, and then just kind of do the rounds very diligently. But as soon as we go in, I'm not quite sure what to expect in a spot like this. We're immediately met with options. So we have a number of places that are carved out from this room. Like we have our regular floor, but not so much up top. It's very cavey setup that we have here, which, that works because you want to be able to like set stuff down. So let the exploring begin. Let's go through here first. And so here's the place where we can like throw some stuff down. It's otherwise like the junk and treasure room. We can lay everything in. This is kind of themed though. We're seeing lots of like void and Draenei related stuff. And of course we have the South Tath painting that's just kind of hanging there. So a specific theme. It's almost like a certain someone lives here, or or maybe it has something to do with this whole dark portal kind of scheme. As we go across, one thing to tastefully point out, they put a little foundation here for the painting to hang. They could have made it hang with magic, but they wanted to put a little bit of meaning behind it. And I think we should acknowledge that. So we go into this living room spot and we see what is a very suspicious shelf there. And otherwise, just kind of like this, very chill and warm spot. Get some snacks. We have a little bit of this outdoor illusion out here. Cool. Also interesting because this place is like all covered in rock too, so they managed to like chisel their way out and make themselves like something pretty, a little bit of light in. So, what is here though? See, this is what happens when I go left and they add in all the cool stuff. So we go, okay, now we're seeing some dark portal action. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. What is this little carve out? So we see the armillary there, but then in here we have like it's a little baby Onyxia is what I'm thinking. Either that or they're collecting little tiny Onyxia heads, something like that. I'm going to call that the little Onyxia nursery. All right. So let's go through like this cave structure here. And now, ooh, okay. A very expansive cave. And once again, so now we're seeing this whole dark portal work in action. And in this case, we're seeing like these ruins. And okay, this is unique. Oh, okay. Oh, we have a void waterfall. Okay, that's neat. That's neat. So these are void tables that are being used, and they're made to be as large as possible because they can only be so big. And what they feature is like this kind of this animation that comes down. They added a little bit more animation with fountains, and then they created this flow. That's cool. That's quite creative. I was experimenting with these tables for a bit to see like what kind of things we can do with it, and I did not think of this. Yeah, so this is a pretty expensive setup though. This is a lot of marl to buy like I don't know how many tables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 12, 13 tables or something like that. So maybe not so much, but I find that quite charming. I'm impressed by this, especially because this is something that I was like thinking of too. I was like, oh, okay, that's a really cool effect. Like I was trying to make like a wall. Like I was like, okay, can I make a whole room of this sort of thing? I couldn't because of the way the shaping is. But this, very cool. Very cool. Well done. And then up here, so we have like these formations too that are being they're kind of carved in as if they're like runes or something like that. I mean, they're just pillows, but now they're made to be like a little something else. Like you have that little formation there, and I think that's kind of neat. There's an upper level there that it looks like we can climb our way up there. So I think we'll do that in a bit. But let's see what else is going on here. Kind of like cave paintings, right? Not entirely sure how it's being depicted here. I don't know if these are like made to be like action shots. Like, are these like fireballs that are flying over? Are they meteors that are raining down? Is it a face? And these are teeth, eyes, nose, mouth, something like that. But that's the point. Cave paintings, up for interpretation. And then here's like another symbolic thing. Oh, okay. Also very cool. Haven't seen this done before either. You know how we usually see the tailoring starry flag used as like stars. In this case, they just kept like the sparkling effects. So, okay, so this is cool because now I'm directed to like follow this trail. Right? That's neat. That's neat. So it's kind of funny, like how you know, we'll see, sometimes we'll see like samey things, but then sometimes, you know, from this, you never know, in a certain visit, you'll suddenly find like a new use of decor that you haven't seen before. Ooh, what a fun adventure. All right. So let's go up. I think we can go up. Feels like we can go up, right? Yeah, let me, there we go. Boom, boom. All right. Right? There we go. Oh, come on. Sweet. All right, so let's see what's going on in here. And then we'll drop down, we'll continue our exploration. So, very cavey in here, of course. But what does it lead to? It almost looks like it leads to a dead end. There's a little mushroom guy there. Nope, we're still going. We are still going, winding around, and then we're let outside. Ooh. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Check out the water effects right over there. We should back up, though. We should back up. There's like a certain kind of shot, a certain angle that we should be fitting in here. And there we go. That's pretty. Oh, that's neat. That's really neat. So moon up above. We got the shine. They added, check out the little bubble action there to give a little bit of animation to what's going on there. You have a little bit more as if this lake is maybe it's windy, right? And you have some of the water moving around. Really nice. Really nice. What's over there? Is it a giant? Is that like Gorbal? Is that like the giant sword? I don't know. But yeah, really pretty setup that we've been led to. So okay, let's break immersion. Let's see how it's going back here. Oh yeah, this is great. That's great. Really solid cave, takes up a whole chunk of the horizon and everything. And then here once again we have all these. Actually, what is this? Huh. What are these? I mean, wait, are these like rocks or? I can't tell. It's not dirt. This isn't loam soil. Loam soil is very dark. Anyone happen to are those the new brownstones? I haven't seen new brownstones. Huh. Very interesting. Yeah, so here's the normal paving stones, right? And then here's this. Is this some loam stuff? And we're just seeing the top of it or something like that? Are they the brown pillow? The shape is a bit irregular. I have a feeling I think they're cushions we had to buy when we first get housing. Oh, you mean those pillows? I mean, they could, they could be. Yeah, they could be. Wow, having them put together in this sort of formation, that's awesome. That's really good. I mean, it eats at the budget, but this is big, actually. It's loamy soil. No, loamy soil is much darker than this. I'm gonna have to take a screenshot and do a comparison. Yeah, I'm a bit. The closest thing I can think of is that pillow, but even then. So here's the loamy soil. Yeah, here we go. So here's a comparison. Here's the soil, and then here is what might be the pillow, but the shape feels kind of irregular. Yeah. The magnifying glass on the UI now. Oh, for real? Oh my god. It is in fact the Sethralist pillow. Yeah, Sethralist priest pillow. Oh, I'm blown. Yo, we just got a fat upgrade for housing. That's so good. I mean, the mouse over, it's a little funny here, but that's great. That's fantastic. Yay. Oh, that's so good. That helps out so much. And what is this? Remember the Sunwell. Oh, that is a very intense setup. Are these oh no, those are scrolls. Oh, I'm gonna love being able to do this now. Now we can easily identify everything. More scrolls. Oh, so good. That's good. That's so good. Great perspective shot. And again, now that we know, right? The use of the pillows to create the shore. Awesome. Awesome. Notice how we have this more extensive canoe setup, because this is all empty. This is normally empty. They used shelves, they used cushions and whatnot to make this work. Cool. Very, very cool. We spent so much time out here. We had to break things down. But that's neat. Really, really neat setup. Yeah. I guess I didn't realize just how large those pillows can get. And so now you can have that very, very cool effect. It's a budget eater. You gotta make that choice if you wanna eat that up. But I think that's a really, really good implementation of it. What's the Moonglow? Those are drapes. So like here's an example of some of the other drapes that are used here. Don't need to go all the way back. So in this case, it's these curtains. And then just alter the color to whatever you need to. Yeah. So you see a lot of folks use those things for like different effects too. Yeah, neat. All right, so we made it back here to the cave painting spot. Once again, like there's that whole river area, and actually I think this was. So this is me going. This is me backtracking, right? Okay, so let me pan back around. Let me make sure that there wasn't anywhere else to go around here. Yeah, so this is like a dead end that just kind of leads our way out. Okay, cool. Neat. All right. Oh, was it rugs for the water or the raised one fountain? It was rugs in that case. There was lots of like little clip that you saw, lots of flickering, which actually kind of works out as an effect in that case. Well, if you're using like that much work for the water, that'll work out. All right, so we're back here. So we're going to backtrack now. We're going to find out if there's any more implementations of dark portal stuff. So that was the second of the paths that we took. So there's more there, and there's more here as well. All right, so looks like they're trying to make good use of this as like brushed out ruins. This is like revealed, and it was being chiseled out of the rock face, something like this whole buried temple look. But now we're going outside again, and it's kind of funny. The notes here are like, "Hey, dark portals." So I'm kind of like gravitating toward that, but now I'm kind of like reshifting my focus to like these really good set pieces of really great uses of the Skyrim. So here we have this kind of it's a house. We have this whole living space that's being carved out right here. All right, so we go right in. We have dining. Wow, really intense. Climbing up here, we have like this whole kitchen area, all filled out. Lots of healthy uses of clutter, but also, since we are outside, we can employ things like the floating lights and everything, so we can get like some good illumination out there, and like some good clutter. Notice they thoughtfully put in an extra foundation so that way the stove can stand upright. We got our foods, we got our prep, we got our piles of coffee and everything. Sick. And then here's where we eat. Very opulent. They eat on top of paintings. Oh, look at that. What a spread, right? We have two paintings here. I think they're inverted one way and the other. So here's one, here's the other one, just kind of flipped around and all that, thrown on top of a table to serve as the tabletop. But now you have this really cool design, right? Lots of color. I love that. Really good. Even different colored chairs as well. Yeah, it all shows. So here's the AI getting ready to do like some more paint jobs. But here we have like this neat little animated painting. That's dope. That's cool. So yeah, that's a neat effect. Like that, she's not ready at all. She just got ambushed, right? What a fun build. Yeah, this is a lot of fun so far, dude. All right, so under the glow of the moonlight, we have this whole living space and like kind of artsy gallery set up. Right back here, what else do we have? Kind of not exactly a bathing area. Actually, no, it is definitely a bathing area. We got our brushes and other products here. Here's our hot tub. I'm going to call it a hot tub. you know, heated water, or maybe like heated water that they'll throw in there to kind of like warm things up. Yeah, very cool. And then there's our potty right there, just to make it nice and easy. No place to sleep though. Haven't found a no bed in this spot. Yeah, this is the place to like hang or relax. I mean, though, having a bathing area out here, but not the bedroom, ooh, that's a choice, because it's like you're air drying and everything. All right. So let's head off to this next spot. It looks like a stairwell room of sorts. Ooh, this is grand. Ooh, look at that. Okay, yeah, well, we're seeing like these very creative sets being put together. So in this case, like, oh, wow. Okay, it's funny because like the floor is empty. The walls, though, oh boy. Yeah, that's neat. Now here's a dark portal, right? But it just takes us outside. It's just a window, you know. But you have it. Well, check out how it's all like pieced together. But yeah, the way that it all comes together, like this does have a very, very convincing feel of the outside because of the way that, you know, things just kind of come together up top. You have this opening, but then they also added these shrouds to create this sort of like, you know, this cloudy effect. You know, you see a little bit of moonbeam action going there. Yeah, that's neat. And then you have like these other dark portals that are like kind of like peeking down as if they're like beasts ready to come down. And I think that's like I believe that's a door or a window. It's a root woven window. Yeah, so that's something that is just kind of like peeking down at us. And he's holding a book. So I think that demon thing is like, are you ready to read? And I'm like, yes, sir. Absolutely, sir. What would you like me to sit, sir? You know, that sort of thing. Yeah, very neat library setup. What's down here actually? Hold on. Wait. Okay, it's kind of a mind trip, because now it's like, is it a smaller version? Is this like some sort of Inception sort of? Yeah, it is. It's a I believe it is. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool, dude. Yeah. Oh, that's fun. And then there's a secret thing here with the painting. Oh wait, oh crap. Did I just sat on something. Oh no. Oh no. That was all bad, buddy. Uh-oh. I think my fate is sealed, guys. Wait, no, we made it. Yes. Wait, what was that I was saying? Oh, these are benches. Okay. Got it. So very unsafe. Be very careful when going into like this sort of library. But anything back here? Okay, nothing back there. What about here? Also no. Okay. All right. And now let's admire this setup as well. I was just kind of like staring at it. I mean, it's the implementation is not basic, but you know, it is deceptively simple. We just have like a lot of detail here. You have this whole grid of windows, and then back here, it appears we have some some stars back there too. We have something to create the moon. The windows are helping to create that gradient glow. And then, yeah, a lot of unique work here. Fence posts, pillars, fence posts followed by pillars. So you have like this very gnarly design being put together, topped off with 1, 2, 3 curved tables there to create the arch, and then you have like one more. It's flanked by these dark portals as like these ginormous pillars. Anything behind here? Okay, just gotta double check. This is a very surprising build. Lots of fun stuff happening here. And then right on this side, the bed. Here's where the boss probably sleeps. And then outside, there's like stuff out there. like a dark portal, a beast. So this did turn out to be like this really clever use of like dark portal stuff. But we also saw like some very unique techniques that I haven't seen before. I find that really fun. So you never know with housing, guys. You might see something that you haven't seen other people try before. And, you know, maybe it has been done in other places. I just haven't seen it yet. But for me, this has been a discovery. I think this is very cool. Oh, yeah, that's epic. That looks really, really good.